I kinda so smug, I love it. You run in the situation, you don't say, no I won't. Actually very calm soundtrack. No wonder you are worried, you should be worried. Friendly fights continues forever. She did not want to accept that. Why are you following them? I don't get this. That gave her attention. Turning into second Yoshi. Hello and welcome Pocket Watch here, and it's about time to continue Gore Screaming Show. So yeah, we are going into the fight of Yoshi, I believe, and Gore. So Akana is going to witness this, apparently. So I'm excited. We're going to see what's going to happen. I think like having third party like that during that encounter is pretty bad. So it can go really bad in this episode. So we'll see. Is Akana going to be a hostage maybe during the fight? Who knows? Might be. Anyway, let's just go and let's see. Okay, she don't want to go, by the way, so but she have to, so we'll see. At least this time you will have an umbrella. You can warm yourself up as soon as you get home. Yes! Okay, so he actually is walking her back as I requested, basically, in the previous episode. Thank God. Akana frowns. After her shower, Akana spent an hour or so chatting with Yamiko while her wet clothes dried out. Now Kyoji is walking her home. Talk all you want, but I can't let you go alone. Go home alone. Not after what happened yesterday. Who cares? I'll be fine. I'll just hop into the shower like get back to my apartment. It's got all the modern conveniences. Okay. Hey, cut that out. Stop waving your umbrella. You're splashing water over me. I kinda so smug, I love it. The two laugh, twirling around the corner, only to suddenly bump into a man. Wow. Oh! Okay. Just like that. I thought like they would be fighting, but... Oh, they might like bump on his back, actually. As Yoshiki, crowding his left arm, he shouts at them. Okay, so he is actually during encounter. Huh? What are you saying? All of... Before Yoshiki can stop him, Kyoji looks behind the man. Kyoji gulps audibly before shouting. What are you doing here? Why are you here? What did you come here for? Oh, we have like actually full coloristic CG for Gore this time. That's the first time where his like face is not in shadow and we actually have colors. This is the first time we see this. Like the sprite. I never realized he have the ear. I mean, this part was like in the shadow always, right? Sewed eye, ear. And he does look and he does have a hair actually. I thought like he doesn't have a hair actually in the previous episodes, as you remember. Yuka and Gore, a ways behind Yoshiki, stopped abruptly in their tracks. Yuka gaze immediately locks into Kyoji. Yoshiki shoves Kyoji away with his shoulder. He throws himself between Kyoji and by extension Akana, who's frozen in place behind him and Yuka. Kyoji shouts over Yoshiki's shoulder. No, I won't. What were you thinking yesterday, you little... Kyoji! Okay, I know that you believe that this was just hypnosis or something, but... You have like... guy that you think like can cause trouble. He's clearly in panic and tells you to run. You run in the situation. You don't say, no, I won't. You're like... Yoshiki sharply snapped at him. And she lost all the interest. Just because Kyoji is here. What the hell? Yuka suddenly turns around. Wait, you can't go. Continues fade into darkness. As if the falling rain has settled into a shimmering layer over them. And then they melt away, vanishing like they did the day before. Okay, so there was no fight. Okay, this actually went pretty good, I would say. So, fine. Everyone's alive. They vanished. They truly vanished. What they saw yesterday was real. Or are they actually dreaming now too? Yoshi fearfully looks at the other two. Akane's eyes are wide in shock. She looks as frightened as Kyoji feels. But Yoshiki only stares silently at the space where Gore and Yuka once were. As calm as Yoshiki looks, Kyoji knows he must have also seen them vanish into thin air. Yeah, seems like it. I mean, you was pretty bad shape. The one that whisper leaves his lips, Yoshiki collapsed on the spot. Akane screams, which finally draws Kyoji's attention to Yoshiki's ruined arm. Is that a new soundtrack? Or is it the song that Yoshiki played on the guitar? Because this is the guitar. Can you remind me? Can you let me know in the comment? Is this the song that Yoshiki played on the guitar? Or is it something else? I'm not sure. His left forearm is bent at an unnatural angle below the elbow. Kyoji furrows his brow. How did that happen? That's bullshit. Did they do this to you? Yoshiki says nothing. He looks like a ghost as he unsteadily rises to his feet. But in the end, he sinks back down against the wall. Yeah, okay. He uses his good hand to point at a thick branch extending from a nearby house garden. Would you answer my question first? I asked if they did this to you. What are you going to do if they did? And it's obvious they did. Kyoji is so outraged. He looks as if he's about to stop his feet. Yoshiki only looks up at him calmly. There. Kyoji bites his lips, but then does as he's told, snapping off the branch. After Kyoji hands him the branches, Yoshiki then looks up at Akane. Yeah. Akane holds out a handkerchief, which Yoshiki takes with his right hand. He bites into the cloth, tearing it with his teeth. Yoshiki places the branch Kyoji gave him on top of his leg before using his right hand to grab the wrist of his injured left. His expression turned grim. Something that might be described as superhuman willpower radiates from him. Yeah. Hey, what are you trying to... Oh! Okay. But then, an indescribable dull sound fills Kyoji's ears. Akane lets out the muffled yelp. Yoshiki has set the broken arm back into proper position. The act has left him hanging his head and biting his lip in pain. Kyoji isn't sure what to say to him as he hesitates. Yoshiki looks up at him, his face resorting its usual expressionless calm. Okay. Yeah. Yoshiki breathing comes in shallow gasps now. But his attitude is still as arrogant and indomitable as if it was when he and Kyoji first met. Kyoji hands the umbrella to Akane so he can help Yoshiki as he asked of him. He braces the branch and twigs across Yoshiki's arm, tying it all together while Akane holds the umbrella over them. This is very calm. Actually, very calm soundtrack. It does have like, right now, the note of like, you know, seriousness, right? But also there's like serenity, basically. It's like very calm at the same time. This is interesting. And also it's sad, kinda. Interesting choice for the soundtrack for the situation. Hey, tell me what happened. Did these two do this to you? It looks terrible. Well, he just said to you that, yeah, they did. Koji bites his lip. It's infuriating. He doesn't know what happened, but why does Yuka always have to be so horrible to people? Wait, she's... Oh. Did we hear the gunshots? Koji, they kinda shake their heads. Gunshots? No, wait, don't tell me they shot you. No. Okay. I mean, they were still in the house, so... Yeah, and it's raining, so probably gunshot didn't make that far. But you realize now that there's a bulge on the left side of Yoshi's coat. He looks like a character from a movie. Why do you have a gun? Yoshi's words are curt as ever. After Kyoji finishes splitting Yoshi's arm, the man immediately gets to his feet. He then gives Kyoji an intense stare. Yeah, for you it's Yukari, for them it's Yuka. I mean, pretty much the same. Like, Yuka, Yukari, yeah. Same person as we established in the previous episode, actually. Like, 100%. He then turns on his heel and stalks away with heavy steps. Hey, hold up. Wait, where are you going? It's still raining. Yoshi's withdrawing figure grows smaller and smaller. Don't tell me you're not going to the hospital. You can't just leave your arm like that. I mean... if he hides the gun somewhere and go to the hospital and says that he had an accident or something, then they would help him, I guess. He don't have to tell them what happened really. Koji takes a step towards Yoshi. You can't do that. You can't do that to your arm. Not when you can play... not when you can play the guitar like that. For the first time, Yoshi steps pause. Just forget whatever you're doing and go to the hospital. I don't know what you're up to, but please. Last night, Kyoji, it was just a little bit, but he was happy to hear someone play like that in front of him. Okay, so he actually grew attached to Yoshi. Yoshi is the first man he's personally known who can play like that. Yoshi cracks a tired smile. But... Okay. Yoshi once again turns his back on Kyoji. I have a feeling this is the death flag. When he says he will teach you something when he's come back home, this is basically a death flag. Kyoji can tell there's no point in chasing after him at this point. Okay, and we're back home. Without Yoshi. Okay. Yoshi didn't come home that night. Just like he said, when Kyoji gave Yamiko Yoshi's message, she visibly pouts. Said dinner is just some pizza. Kyoji silently shows it into his mouth. According to Yamiko, she agreed that Yoshi could stay at her place in exchange for his cooking. By the way, things are going right now. He won't be able to keep up his end of bargain. When Kyoji returns to his room, he realizes he got a text from Akane. Okay. I'm worried. I mean, no wonder you are worried. You should be worried. I wonder what happened to Yatsune-san after all that. I'm too worried to sleep, so I figured I'd text you. What are you doing right now, Kyoji? He can't sleep either. Everything that happened is swirling his mind. Yoshi broken arm, his gun, Gore and Yuka leaving the scene. Kyoji sighs deeply. He sinks into the bed and squeezes his eyes shut. His mind can't keep up with what's going on around him. Just what in the world is happening? I feel like I've been asking myself that question way too much lately. He smiles really to himself, thinking about things that way makes it all a bit easier to swallow. Yeah, like hypnosis and stuff, right? Yeah, in the end, you can make heads or tails of any of this. I wonder how all of this will like actually unfolds later. Okay, okay. Maybe Yoshi came home after all. Full of hope, Kyoji makes his way to the living room, but Yoshi is nowhere to be seen. Good morning, but that was like very eventful night last time, so we are probably tired because we cannot sleep. Morning. Okay. Okay. Wow, she's so timid right now, like she's so scared, you can hear that in her voice. Akane comes to pick him up with a glum look on her face. Their conversation keeps trailing off. She tries to talk to him with a smile every now and then, but her expression always wanes into a frown soon enough. Yeah, I think it's time to talk about some serious stuff this time. Because you cannot just hide from the topic right now. You really cannot, you know? Talking about this will make everyone like more at peace at mind if you can like agree on something. Even Kyoji can tell she's trying to put up a cheerful front. He wishes he could answer her effort in kind, but he can't.
Oi, この布で腕ごと縛ってくれ。きつくな。もう一度忠告しておく。ゆかりには近づくな。
That's what we are trying to do, but she's like going into our ways all the time. He keeps thinking back to how Yoshi looked like yesterday. What could possibly drive him to go that far? The situation seems so bizarre. Kyoji can't imagine living like that. That vision of Yoshi is burned into Kyoji's mind. It looked like Yuka went after him. He told Kyoji to stay out of it. Just what happened between them? Just who is Yuka? Yeah, all the good questions. That question continues to haunt Kyoji during class. It fills his thoughts, even while they're having sprinting crazes in gym class. As he awaits his turn, his thoughts keep turning back to Yuka. Up until now, he's been telling himself that he must have just been misunderstanding or overthinking something. Things have gotten to the point where he can't blow it off anymore. Yeah, Yuka and Gore are pretty much like walking on the streets and attacking people, so yeah, I cannot misunderstand that. Maybe the start of these strange events was on his first day back in Kurahito, when he got lost on the road he ought to have been familiar with. I mean, yeah, that's the start of like weird things that started happening to you, but the disappearances started way before, so it's not your fault that's happening right now. But probably your presence amplified what was happening before, for some reason. That day, he found himself in front of Nishimori's shrine, just below Yuka's residence. She appeared out of nowhere, then vanished in a blink of an eye. At the time, Kyoji thought this was some kind of illusion. That was the only reasonable explanation he could come up with. So that probably wasn't an illusion after all. But if that's the case, what are Yuka and Gore? They appear and disappear so suddenly. No ordinary person can do that. He has to conclude they are no ordinary people. Just say that they are not people at all. Kyoji grimaces, but if they are not ordinary people, what are they? Huh?
朝からずっと上の空って感じだよ。また和ヤギと喧嘩でもした？
Why you bring everything to fight with Akane? Also, if you would fight with Akane, that would be perfectly normal, because that's how she is. The friendly fight continues forever. No, that's not it, that's not it. Seeing Shinta smile, his carefree smile, and tilt his head in the quizzical way of his makes Kyoji unsure where he actually is right now. This is reality. What happened yesterday was a dream. Things would be so much easier if he could actually convince himself of that. But that familiar world feels far away from his, like it's been cut off. Or maybe he's the one who's been cut off from the world. A gentle breeze blows by, stirring the branches. The schoolyard is alive, with the voices of students, the sound of the bell being kicked about, and the teacher blowing off a whistle. Yesterday I made a splint for a fractured arm and performed first aid on the man with a gun. Kyoji tries to recount the facts and nothing else, but putting it that way just makes it sound so trivial. You can already hear Shinta asking him, "So what?" Yeah, like, why would he ask him "so what"? That sounded pretty serious to me. There's a lot of questions about that sentence. The scent of chill of rain, the dull sound of Yoshi setting his bones back into place, with memories of those things linger in Kyoji's heart. That scene was so raw that this peaceful one feels ephemeral, even fake by comparison.
なんだよ、気持ち悪いな。俺の顔になんかついてんの？
Shinta furrows his brow, looking unsettled. He didn't mean to stare at Shinta, but it seems he ended up doing so as his thoughts wandered off. No, there's nothing on your face. Kyoji shakes his head and fixes his gaze forward. He can't bring himself to talk about it right now. Shinta simply shrugs and turns his eyes to the truck.
和也だ。
The girls are running hurdles, it seems. Akane swings her limbs around. It looks like she's warming up. Should she really be doing all of this with sprained ankle? Yeah, that's a good question. But knowing Akane, she probably thinks some exercise might help her perk up. Yeah, probably. How does she feel about what happened yesterday? Well, she couldn't sleep, so yeah, she's have a lot of on her mind. And she's terrified. And her, like, topic always is like going off when you try to talk, so yeah. You should talk about this. You really should talk. She texted him about Yoshi last night, but this morning she didn't mention anything about it. Well, he could see how maybe the mood might have made her feel hesitant to talk to him about it. Maybe she's afraid too. That thought crosses his mind. Maybe she feels the same sense of loss he does. Maybe she also come to the strange realization that it is in the fact reality, and what they thought was reality is in fact a lie. What? What kind of twisted logic is that? What they thought was reality is in fact a lie? What? Maybe she's anxious that talking about it will make that other side feel more real instead. And so, she holds her tongue. Akane hops on her long, slender legs. When teacher blows the whistle, she bolts nimbly into the lead. You wouldn't believe she just hurt her ankle. Yeah, pretty much. Her hair trails after her in the wind. With spring-like movements, Akane hops over the first hurdle, and the second and the third. Kyoji narrows his eyes. The sight is an odd relief somehow. Yeah, because this is like the most normal sight you see, like in like recent events. It looks like to him like just a normal day in school right now. So yeah, in the view of like events of like past days, sure this is peaceful. Akane movements are effortless. There's a natural grace to them. Her legs move briskly. A fourth hurdle, fifth. She runs, gliding through the air at just the right height to crest each hurdle. Shinta gives Kyoji a smirk.
ジョージ、見とれてないで行こう。俺たちの順番が回ってくるよ。
Yeah, I'm not quacking. Here, what happened? He retorts reflexively, taken by surprise, but the moment he does, He hears a loud noise from behind. Okay, what's happening? Oh no, the uncle, did it give up? Oh no, what happens? When he looks again, two of the hurdles and the Kana have formed a heap. She clutches her leg, clearly in pain. Fuck! She probably pushed her leg too far before it healed. Kyoji immediately hurried to her side. The PE teacher, who got there first, is already examining the leg. Akane's face is as wide as sheet. Oh god, thank god. I thought like it's like broken or something. Okay, that's fine then. Well, this will probably make her sad though, because that means her sprung. Because they all want to deny reality right now. And her uncle is like the living proof that the situation in the well and the later events actually happened. So if it actually gave up right now, then this is just the reminder for her that the things actually happened. So that's why she's like pale probably. Because she did not want to accept that. But Akane doesn't seem to hear the words that she's saying. Akane, are you alright? She reacts to Kyoji's voice and slowly looks up. Her lips are pale. What's wrong? Oh! Oh! So it's not about uncle. You saw Yuka. Holy shit! In school, during day. She holds up her finger, which shakes so violently it's almost impossible to see where she's pointing. It looks like the corner of a school building. Kyoji turns towards it. A kind of feeble voice reaches his ears. Okay, I think it's time to evacuate from the city. Yeah, let's just run if we are targets. What about that? Kyoji bites his lips and runs off in pursuit. Kyoji! You know that they broke the arm of the, like, armed guy last night, right? He hears Shinta called out to him from behind, but he doesn't stop. For one brief moment, he can see the familiar black cloth flapping around the corner of the school building. You are getting lured again. God damn it, Kyoji. Why are you following them? I don't get this. Like, what's in Kyoji's mind? Why he's following them? They're clearly fucking monsters. Like, why would you, like, follow them? Is he, like... I have a feeling like he... like, consciously know that Yuka don't want to hurt him. Or something. That she's so fixated on him. She's never been rude to him. So maybe he's just like thinking, yeah, I would just like go to them because they will do nothing to me. He feels like... I have a feeling like this is just that. Like, he's just like having his mind that I'm important to her somehow, so she will not do anything to me. I think that's it, because I see no other reason for him to just like chase like that. Like... I don't know. Maybe his balls are just too big. Are they at school? No, more importantly. This time I will rip that mask off his face. Good luck with that. You had an encounter with this guy. You could not even touch him in the well. Oh. Yoshi turns around the corner of the U-shaped building. This is the same spot where he once got his brawl with Satashima. There's no one there. He looks around, all he sees is sun bright ginkgo trees. The back of the school annex is silent and empty. It's so anticlimactic, Kyoji feels all the tension drained from his body. This is just as serene here as in the schoolyard. In fact, it's quieter than usual. Too quiet even. The fact class is still in the session, it certainly is a factor, but it's still so silent. It almost makes Kyoji ears buzz. If you go down the fence from here, you will reach the back gate. Maybe the two of them left together. Or maybe I was mistaken to begin with. Yoji, you just said you saw the cloth. You just witnessed that as well. And you say that she may be wrong? It seems like the Gore scared her. If Kyoji thinks about it rationally, she might be so frightened of him that she might be starting to see him all over the place. That is a possibility, but you also saw the cloth, as you said. Or maybe you are paranoid as well at this point, so yeah. That's true. But Kyoji walks on towards the park, only to immediately gulp. Oh, everything changes colors. Something golden eyes coils around his neck. Oh! He got cut? That's why I said do not follow and don't get bited. Holy shit. See? See? Kyoji have like no sense of danger at all. Like, this guy just feels too safe. And too cocky. A stench sears his nostrils. He can't tell exactly what it is, only that it's disgusting. Something sticky clings to his back as the voice like grinding metal speaks to his ear. Okay, yeah. Kyoji trashes, trying to shake him off. He throws a kick behind him, but it only slices through the air as Gore takes a long leap backward. Hi Yuka! So you are here as well, huh? Yuka peeks out from behind Gore and waves briskly at Kyoji. Yeah. That's a terrifying pair. Don't fuck with me. Although his words leave his throat in a menacing growl, chills still run down his spine. When Gore clung to his body, it felt as though all blood drained into his feet. Immediately, he images that must be what it feels like to be spent plunging into an abyss. It's no more like being dropped naked into a pit of worms or snakes, as if something were clinging to every inch of his body all over. The visceral feelings of disgust and revulsion resonates on the instinctual level, as though he were enshrouded in the darkness of ancient times, before the existence of light, then forced to endure the rancid breath of some ravenous predator. He wants nothing more than to curl up right here and release all his despair with a scream. And you... maybe now he will learn to not follow these guys. Maybe now he will learn his place. Like, I swear, he have like zero... Kyoji, what the fuck? Why are you doing this? Yet Kyoji restrains his impulses, desperately keeping up his brave front. Great! I mean, when you actually face them, then it's better probably to act tough, but do not follow them next time? What are you two doing here? His voice is trembling, but it's the best he can manage. Gore whips up and down energetically. Yeah, he knows we are scared. Also, this is the first time we see Gore like with open mouth. That's scary. As irritating as Gore's laughter is, the sheer terror it makes Kyoji feel is far more intense. It makes Kyoji want to turn around and run for his life. But he feels like betraying his fear now would be tantamount to admitting defeat. Why does he have to feel so terribly afraid of this ridiculous man? It's as if the terror of yesterday's illusion he can't even call it that, still binds his body and spirit. That realization only serves to make his anger flare up instead. No, he doesn't like that idea. At all. He can't let a guy like this break his spirit. I mean... Sure, but good luck. What did you come here for, you freaks? He clenches his fists and shouts loudly and deliberately, forcing his voice from the pit of his stomach, helps steer his nerves a little. That's bad, I guess. Okay. Shut up and stop fucking with me. No, it's not allowed. Get the fuck out of here. It seems like they're going in circles. Kyoji rephrases the question. What did you do to him? Ah, goddammit, yeah. She don't care. I said stop making fun of me. What did you do to him, to Yatsune-san? Yeah, well, we broke his arm and tried to kill him. Nothing, not a big deal. The way Yuka casually calls him by his given name makes it sound like he's nothing but a baby compared to her. She curls her lips up into a smug smirk. How come? The moment she asked him the question, all the terror he'd somehow managed to suppress until now feels like it's creeping up from beneath him and violently washes over his body, making him shiver. Yuka looks at him, curiously cocking her head, and takes a step forward. Stay back. He's not alright. Yoshi, with his great guitar skills and eternally wise, cracking expression, is definitely not alright. I said stay away from me. He slaps away Yuka's extended hand. For a moment, Yuka looks a little hurt. It makes Kyoji falter for a moment. Oh, for fuck's sake! I know, like, she's like charming and like she can apparently like charm people by just like looking at her. From what I heard, like previously in the story, Kyoji described this as the charm or something, like unconsciously. So yeah, but God, come on, like, is it really stronger than like fear from like this guy? But now the girl face flashes through his mind, and his next words leave his mouth on their own. If you lay a hand on Akane, I will never forgive you. Ooh, that gave her an attention. So never show your face in front of me or Akane again. You got that? That face was Akane's, full of tears in the schoolyard. Whenever she gets involved with these two, she gets hurt. For one long moment, Yuka silently stares into Kyoji's face before she heavily dips aside. She then starts curling a finger around the strand of her long, wavy hair, toying with it. Yes? I just told you that I wouldn't forgive you, and you apparently do not want me to not forgive you. You want to, like, be happy, right? You said that you want to be happy, right? So, do not fuck up with us. Her mocking tone causes a burning blush to wash over Kyoji's cheeks. So what if I do? Huh? He jolts. Yuka mutters the words in a low, almost inaudible voice, as if her whisper is only directed to herself. Kyoji can only just barely hear her. At the moment he does, it feels like all the sound completely drains from this already silent place. What are you thinking? Go on, say it. Tell me what you're thinking. If you do anything to Akane, I will never forgive you. I will kill you if that's the last thing I do. Whoa. Whoa. Kyoji is like turning into second Yoshi. Yoshi starts Wow, actually, I didn't thought about this. Yoshi starts hunting Yuka after she killed his wife. If she kills Akana, it's possible for Kyoji to start hunting Yuka as well. This is weird. I wonder if she also looked at Yoshiki before like that. Like she's looking at Kyoji right now. Like she cared about... She's apparently looks like she cared. What if she's like... She's changing like targets, people she likes, and like killing like their partners or something, and then see if they want to be with her or something? What's happening? Kyoji aggressively snaps at her, but Yuka simply continues to smile with these bottomless eyes of hers. She then turns her back to Kyoji with the air of a child throwing away a toy she's grown bored of. Yuka, floating above the ground, follows Gore. His black mantle flaps in his wake. Hey, hold up. Wait, I said wait. Kyoji starts to chase after them. The fingers of his outstretched hand come within mere millimeters of Yuka's slender shoulder, but that's as far as they get. Kyoji then stands stopping his tracks. A black shadow has cut between him and Yuka. Gore imposingly looks down at Kyoji with colorless, dim, plastic-like eyes. Some part of Kyoji feels as though he should speak at the defiant question Gore, but Kyoji can only stand frozen in place, speechless. It feels like he has been cast into deep darkness, as if he's still trapped in that bomb shelter with Akane. No, as if he's been cast into even deeper and more unfathomable darkness. As Kyoji stands rot in place, Gore stares for some more time before his lips lift into a smile. He then turns around and follows after Yuka. Okay, cool. The two of them then pass the corner of the building and disappear. How long has Kyoji been standing there? He's petrified. The most intense fear he's ever felt in his life keeps his limbs bound and his body rooted in place. He hears a bird distance chirping from a nearby treetop. As the sound reaches his ears, a slight breeze blows past. It makes Kyoji realize his body is wet with cold sweat. So, the moment he entered this place, there was like no sound at all. They left and there's sound again. So there's something about like, they do something to the area around. Maybe that's why he could not like hear the gunshot as well. Maybe they like, I don't know, like they are like world itself. They're like creating like some kind of like mini world around them. I wonder if you like actually exist in both planes of reality in the situation, because if they're creating like, I would say, pocket dimension or something around them, then we have like two realities, right? One that's like outside and one that's inside. So if you go inside, then do you still exist in the other one? Like people can still see you, or you are just like invisible to them? I wonder how it works. But yeah, like the ambient, like what's happening around instantly when Gore and Yuka are close, that gives the idea of that. Like they like creating like some kind of like pocket dimension or something. God damn it. Apparently he's been holding his breath this whole time too. That curse slip from his lips as he lets all the stale air out from his lungs. God damn it, this too. He's terribly vexed. All it took for that ridiculous creature to utterly petrify him was to glare at him. His cowardice frustrates him to no end. I mean, that's totally normal. I guess like Yoshi is just built different, you know? He kicks the ground twice, then the first time for the good measure. Then he throws a dirty glance in the direction of the exit. He knows that it's impossible to win a fight with a broken spirit. Yoshi stood up to them, even with a broken arm. Plus, he knows where they live. Yoshi probably went straight to that mansion. Could Kyoji really just sit on hands knowing that? Is he going to just sit and let those two walk all over him? This isn't over, mark my words. He's like slowly becoming like next Yoshi. I wonder if Akana will die. Is he going to like path of revenge at some point? Kyoji grows ferociously. After that, classes slims to a fly by no time. Even though he pretty much ran off in the middle of the PA class, he ended up taking less heat for it than he expected. But when he came back, Shinta told him in a whisper that he had a scary look on his face, which shook Kyoji quite a bit. If Shinta of all people is the one telling Kyoji that, he must really look scary and unapproachable. Indeed. Until classes ended, no one seems to have the courage to speak to him. Even Akana only gave him an occasional troubled glance, refusing to approach him. He roughly stuffs his things to his bag and gets to his feet. But as he's about to open the classroom door, slender fingers touch his forearm. Yeah. She's worried about you. That's Akana. She looks up at him with an earnest expression. Yeah. He hadn't told her anything. Here that he planned on going back to that mansion. Oh shit, he's like planning to go back actually. Know what happened during the PE. Coming with me? You mean you are following me? I'm on my way to... Like, I cut him off with a nervous laugh. What? Okay. What do you mean I never change? Okay. She got him. Yakana says, giggling all the while. Her words cause him to bring a hand to his mouth. Indeed, he realizes he's making such an expression. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Kyoji want to remind you, you are still just a student. And Yoshi had a gun, and he still got hurt. And that's a very bad idea too, because you are a weak spot. It seems like Akana has been reading him like an open book from the beginning, but Kyoji shakes his head. You can't. Because... What? They are observing you? Who was that? Oh, just some random people, okay. Come to think of it, they've been blocking the door this whole time. Ah, sorry. They hardly stepped outside. They resumed their exchange. A slight awkwardness now hung between them. You can come with me because you just can't, so don't. Okay. Wow. Akana. So that's how she wants to play it, huh? Kyoji sighs reluctantly. That's dangerous. What is this question? I cannot believe it. I sometimes just cannot believe it. Do you see what I see? Am I like delusional? Like, what is this question? What do you mean? How is it dangerous? What do you mean? What do you mean? We don't know that will be what we'll find there. That's exactly why I'm going there alone. Like what? Ah, biting my own words now. The two of them glared at each other for the moment. He was shaking like a leaf just because she saw Yuka, huh? Akana goes red. Oh really? You got a little surprised. Sure you are not scared. Just stay away from there. Yeah, she made up her mind. I said don't.
王子が一人で突っ走ったら誰が止めるのよ。子供の頃あんたの遊びについていけてたの。私だけだったの忘れたの。
Okay, good point. Kyoji Steep was surprised. She's right. That he was a pretty rambunctious punk when they were little. Still, she was always right along with him the whole way. Even when Shinta was too scared to follow Kyoji, Akane would go along. Whenever it was running or climbing trees or swimming, Akane never shied away from a challenge. And that's exactly why... Oh. I can't let her come with. So basically... They want... So basically she followed him to the shrine. Like... The guys and girls, like the classmates, I guess, wanted just Kyoji. And he followed into the trap. But Akane insisted that she will go with him. And that's when the guys had the idea of like what to do with both of them. Okay, so I guess that's why he's blaming himself for that, right? Because he let her go with him. That makes sense now why he's so adamant as well. I mean, it's normal to be adamant about this in this situation anyway, like you want to protect Akane. Because it is going to be dangerous and she is like a weak spot basically for us. Like she can become a hostage or something. But yeah, if you go into like perspective of time of like their past, then this is like additional reason basically. Yeah. But the thing is, say he decided to leave her behind. This is like Akane he's dealing with. He wouldn't put it past her to just go to Yuka Mansion alone, yeah. Just as bad as at backing down as he is, he can't stand seeing her resign herself to being afraid of Yuka. After all, he's vexed with himself for feeling that way earlier today. After thinking about it for a while, he lets out a deep sigh. Fine. But we won't actually go into the mansion. We'll just scope things out from the outside. The truth is, he planned to go inside and interrogate the two. Good luck with that. But with Akane coming along, he decided that would be a bad idea. And this is terribly reckless after all. Yoshi got hurt bad. If he ended up like that because he confronted Yuka and Gore, that means approaching them is definitely dangerous. Yeah, you have a huge balls and you are kinda dumb. Knowing Akane will be coming with him causes him to realize that, which cools his head somewhat. Akane nods vigorously and sets off ahead of him. Stop running ahead, stupid. Kyoji moves quickly, catching up to her. Okay, back to the mansion. And it's very eerie sounds now, but we'll see this in the next episode actually. So next episode we're going to check around the mansion, I guess. Maybe we'll see Yuka again, maybe we'll find Yoshi, maybe he's a prisoner somewhere here, or maybe he's actually dead already, who knows. It's like entirely possible that he's already dead. Anyway, thank you for joining. Let me know what you think about Kyoji, because I don't know what to think about him truly. Like, he makes sense, but also he feels dumb as fuck. Like, why? Like, I don't know. Maybe he's like, he have too big balls. I don't know. Like, I don't know. What's your opinion on Kyoji? Let me know in the comments. I wonder what you think about him. And yeah, thank you. I will see you in the next one. So leave a like if you like the episode. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Check my Discord, which is in the description. You can also check the join button and become a member if you would like to support me and have an episodes earlier to watch as well, and take some vote pools outside of this and stuff. Anyway, thank you once again for being with me, for your support, and I will see you in the next episode of Gore Screaming Show. So for now, Pocket Watch is going out.